Okay. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the Bodhisattva Academy. Let us continue our series on the solutions to exercises of HC Verma. We had started off with chapter number 3, that is rest and motion, kinematics, and we had already done the first two questions. Let us now move forward. Question number 3. It says that it is 260 kilometers from Patna to Ranchi by air and 320 kilometers by road. So Patna से Ranchi तक, Patna is in Bihar and Ranchi is in Jharkhand, right? It is 260 kilometers by air. Now what is the significance of this by air and by road? By air means it is a straight line path because Hawaii airway mein there is no obstacles like you have like trees or waterways or mountains, so it's a straight line path and this is 260 kilometers. However, by road it is 320 kilometers. Why? Because by road you might encounter waterways, let's say Ganga flows through Bihar, right? तो रास्ता तो सीधा नहीं हो सकता, कहीं ना कहीं ऐसा कुछ होगा, right? So this purple or violet one is roadway and this has this dimension of 320 kilometers. So this is the first line. This is what we deduce from the first line. Now it says an aeroplane takes 30 minutes to go from Patna to Ranchi. So time taken by the aeroplane is equal to 30 minutes, or which is nothing but half an hour, 0.5 hours, and simultaneously time taken by the deluxe bus is TB is 8 hours. In the first question it is asking find out the average speed of the plane. Now average speed, V is speed, AVG is average and of the plane, aeroplane. So average speed of the aeroplane be what? Now what is average speed? Average speed is the total distance upon total time taken. So this is total distance by total time. Okay. Total distance of the plane is what? It is 260 kilometers. Total time is 0.5 hours. So the average speed becomes 520 kilometers per hour. Okay. Similarly, in question B, you have to find out the average speed of the bus. That is, the total distance traveled by the bus is 320 kilometers. So 320 kilometers upon 8 hours. So 8 will give you 4 and a 0. 40 kilometer per hour. Similarly, in option B, C, that's question number C, you have to find out the average velocity. Now, what is average velocity? See, velocity is a vector quantity, and hence we have a bar here of the plane. What is average velocity? Average velocity is the net or total displacement upon total time. Okay, total time. The total displacement is what? 260, because the distance or the shortest path between Patna and Ranchi is nothing but 260 kilometers. Time taken by plane is same as half an hour, so we'll get what? 520 kmph. So something that we can see as the average speed and average velocity of the aeroplane is same. Why? Because aeroplane flows in a straight line path. This is what we have to assume in the question. Now the final question is you have to find out the average velocity of the bus. Now average velocity of the bus. If you see the displacement of the bus, what is the displacement of the bus? Is it 320 kilometers? No. Why? Because displacement is the shortest path between the 2 points, final and initial points. So initially the bus was at Patna P and finally the bus is at Ranchi R. So hence the displacement of the bus is also same as displacement of the aeroplane, and that is nothing but 260 kilometers, and the time taken by the bus to make or cover this displacement of 260 kilometers is 8 hours. So what you will get is 8 3 ja 24 20, so you will get a 2 and then a 0.5 kilometer per hour. So if you see, the average speed of bus and average velocity of bus are different. Why? Because the distance and displacement of the bus are different. However, for aeroplane the distance and displacement are same, and hence average velocity and average speed are also same. Is it clear? If you have any doubt, you can rewind and see it again, or you can write in the comment section and I'll be very happy to respond to your queries. Okay, Let's move to the next question. Question number 4. When a person leaves his home for sightseeing by his car, the meter reads certain value. When he returns home after 2 hours, the reading is this much. So clearly we can find out the total distance traveled. Okay, the distance traveled, let's say S is what? Final 12416 kilometer minus the initial reading, that is 12352 kilometers. Now remember students, you have to make this calculation instantly, I mean in your head. You do not need to, you cannot have to write this and subtract, and that will take a lot of time. So clearly 6 minus 2 is 4 and 11 minus 5 is 6. 1 2 3 1 2 3 will cancel out. So total distance traveled by the person is 64 kilometer. The total time taken is 2 hours because it's given here 2 hours, right? Now in the first question it is asked, what is the average speed of the car? Similarly as the previous question, average speed is what? Total distance 64 kilometers upon total time 2 hours, that will give us 32 kilometers per hour. Similarly, you have to find out average velocity. Velocity is a vector quantity. Remember, this is speed. The previous one was speed. Now you have velocity. Okay, velocity is what? To net displacement upon time. What is the displacement? You have to read the question. A person leaves his home and returns home, right? So if this is the point from where the person had started, he leaves from his home point A, moves and 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 finally also reaches point A. That means the initial point and the final position of the person is the same, that is his home, and hence his displacement is an absolute 0, and upon you have 2 hours, so this will give us 0, and hence the average speed is 32 km per hour and average velocity is 0 km per hour. Hope you get this. Let's move the next question. Question number 5. It says an athlete takes 2 seconds to reach his maximum speed of 18 km per hour. What is the magnitude of his average acceleration? Now average acceleration. What is average acceleration? Average acceleration is the net velocity, that is final velocity minus initial velocity upon the time taken. Okay. If you have to find out the magnitude, right? The magnitude, because here the direction is not given, and hence the magnitude of average acceleration is what? This final velocity's magnitude is what? 18. So you can write this like this also, minus this upon time. So this will give us 18. Since he starts, an athlete has to start from 0, right? Otherwise it makes no sense. So 18 is his final speed or velocity. Magnitude of his speed is 18, and initially it was 0 and time taken was 2 seconds. Now remember, here's a catch. This 18 is given in kilometers per hour. So what you can do is you have to convert, and this is given in seconds. So you have to convert this 18 to meters per second or this seconds to hours. Otherwise this calculation will be erroneous. So what we'll do is we'll erase this and we'll first find out what is this value. We'll find out what is this value in meters per second. We know that 18 kilometers per hour will be equal to 18 into 5 by 18 meters per second, right? So 18 cancel, you get 5 meters per second. So 18 kilometers per hour is same as what? 5 meters per second. So I can write here 5, right? 5 meters per second, and hence I'll get this value as 5 by 2 meters per second square, or 2.5 meters per second square, right? So this is my average acceleration. Hope you guys enjoyed this. कुछ भी डाउट हो इन क्वेश्चंस में, आई होप आई मेड एन अटेम्प्ट टू क्लियर इट, और कुछ भी बचा हुआ हो यू कैन आस्क मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन, एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट टू मी एज टू what subject or what topics you want for your upcoming JEE mains or the next year or the coming years. I'll be there to help you. Thank you. Have a nice day.